Good afternoon, good morning, guys. Welcome again for another new episode of the Hustle Factory Podcast Show. How's everyone doing today, guys? How's everyone doing today in this Wednesday afternoon? Are you guys hustling out there? Are you guys pursuing what you love to do? Are you guys making some banks of money? Whatever it is, please just go and comment down below and let me know what you guys got going on Wednesday afternoon. Anyways, guys, today's episode. Oh, you know what? Before I can even get on to that, I originally planned on inserting like a clip from one of my favorite shows back in the day called The Prince of Bel-Air. It was a scene about where Carlton and Will went to this what do you call this? Um, it's like a college party and all, and they were doing like an initiation for a. It's called like a Phi Beta Lambda, something like that. So, anyways, Carlton was called a sellout by the pledge leader, and I was gonna insert that because that episode alone, it has a huge significant meaning in today's society as well, and even from back in the day. Then, if you know what I mean. So, if you know what I'm talking about, please comment down below, and because that's actually one of my favorite episodes back then. And speaking of that episode, that's exactly what I want to address in today's My Motivational Rant Series. Okay. So I want to start addressing this. It's basically one of the most annoying things that I've seen in my lifetime, and ever since I started my journey as an entrepreneur back in 2015. It's basically the concept of someone calling you a sellout for no apparent reason. So that's gonna be the main gist of the episode. I really wanna insert that clip, but I realize it might produce some sort of a copyright issue, especially if I'm uploading it on YouTube, and we want to avoid that. Anyways, this episode is also dedicated as well for this month, February, which is in February is we celebrate Black History Month. We celebrate the sacrifices of all the African American people out there just back in the day, what they did in order for us to pursue their freedom and so on. Something like that. But I'm not gonna go any further about. But I know it's very important. I know it's a very important event for all of us, and especially for African Americans out there. And I just want to go ahead and give a huge shout out for Chance Mac for letting me use some of his songs for this podcast intro and outro. Amazing guy. So I highly recommend it for you guys to get in touch with him on Twitter, Instagram, and you can check him out as well on Spotify. I'll go ahead and leave the links below on the description below. And before we go ahead and get started, I noticed that there's only 70.3% of you guys that are currently not subscribed to this channel. So make sure go ahead to hit the subscribe button over there. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell icon as well. So that way, you'll get notified with any of the new episodes that I upload through YouTube and anything new coming up with this podcast as well. And with that being said, I just want to go ahead and give another, or should I say, I just want to give a quick warning because I got to start doing these disclaimers now. Today's episode is about to go down. It's about to get real. So I might offend some few people out there. Some people might get butthurt, say, "Oh my gosh, he did not just say that." Oh, the hell I did, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, in today's episode, talking about the concept of calling you a sellout is like a really complicated thing to talk about, but at the same time, when you really stop and think about it, it's not so complicated because once you break it down, it's not really that difficult to figure it out. But I do know this. The concept of someone calling you a sellout is just so mind-boggling this day, especially in 2021. It's just so mind-boggling. I'm so curious. Why would someone call you a sellout, It doesn't really make any sense at all. And you know what? I can tell you for sure right now that 99.9% of people out there whoever called you a sellout in your lifetime, they don't even have a damn clue what it actually means, And yes, they are that clueless of what being a sellout means, So, if you're that person that you called someone a sellout and you're watching this video, well, let me go and help you out with that. Let me go and break it down for you what being a sellout actually means. See, a sellout is someone that actually does things that they don't like or they don't believe into. They have zero interest into it whatsoever. They're just doing it for the sake of getting attention, money, or some sort of a political gain. So pretty much they're just lying to themselves so that way they'll get some sort of a popularity contest out there. So that's what being a sellout is. That's the short version. You know. So pretty much they're just a bunch of hypocrite people out there. They're doing something to just to impress others. So it's not really kind of their fault as well. I guess they're just being insecure and all that. But that's just the short version of my nature of the rant of this episode. Now, next thing I want to go over is what actually causes them or what triggers them to do such a thing. Like what causes them to call you a sellout in the first place. Well, I can tell you right now, guys, there are different or variety of reasons why would someone call you a sellout, and I can definitely vouch for that. And I can tell you right now, they act this way because they're basically just hating on you guys. They're hating on you because they're just hating on what you're doing. They're hating on the fact that you're doing something that you love, what you're loving to do, instead of doing what they want you to do. Haters. It's just a byproduct of a bunch of haters. That's pretty much it. And you know what, guys? When someone calls you a sellout, the majority of those people, they believe that you're doing something that is practically weird or against their way of living, their way of culture. Depending on what culture you're in, you could be either a Filipino like me, and they have some sort of expectations from you, like they want you to be a doctor, they want you to be a nurse, whatever. That's just a byproduct of their own insecurity. And you know what? People who call you a sellout, the type of people who call you a sellout are practically, it could be your close friends, your best friends, your girlfriend. It doesn't matter who it is. And you know what? The worst scenario is, even your own parents can call you a sellout. Matter of fact, my parents called me a sellout years ago. I mean, not a straight up sellout. They just told me I'm doing something that they don't want me to do because it makes them look bad. Can you believe that? Your own parents called you a sellout? But you know what? Comment down below if someone ever called you a sellout by your own parents and what was your experience about it. And you know what? And you know what else? People who tend to call you a sellout, believe it or not, they're just incredibly jealous as fuck about what you accomplished so far in your life, and you're doing so much better than them. That's pretty much it. They're just, not only they're hating on you, they're just so jealous of you. They're so jealous of you that they will put all of their energy and all of their power to just put you down, make you feel bad. Sounds familiar? I've been there, guys. I've been there all along. And check this out. According to an influencer named Casey Neistat, and shout out for him, and I'll go and link the what you call this, the reference on where I got this on the comments below. The term sellout is actually invented by jealous quitters, and can I get an amen to that? The term sellout was actually created by jealous quitters. So that means this term alone was created by a bunch of haters out there who think they know it all, or they have done it in the past, and now they want to start doing some dumb shit that they want to make you feel bad. It's ridiculous. And you know what, guys? If you have gotten to this part of the episode so far, please, and if you're seeing such a massive value to this episode, please, I would really appreciate if you guys can go ahead and like this video and comment down below what do you like so far about this video. And I really appreciate all the support I can get. And just a question of the day, guys. Have someone ever called you a sellout? If so, what was your experience and how did you deal with it? Did you directly deal with them? Did you kind of just ignored it and have a nice day or so? Whatever it is, please comment down below. I would love to know what was your experience like, because I know I'm not the only one who ever had experiences before. And check this out, guys. I would like to close this episode by closing in one of the most important scenes in that episode that I mentioned from that episode of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where basically Uncle Phil addresses two important things about this episode, and in life particular. So I want you to guys just listen to for the next few minutes. In the lesson of that episode, guys, Uncle Phil once said on this episode, I have worked hard enough to give my family, and all of a sudden, someone out there will tell me there's a penalty for success. Let that sink into your head, guys. All done? Good. And he said another thing. When are we going to stop doing this to each other? Right? Let that sink into our heads. All right. Now that you guys finally understand it, good. Well, you know what, guys? At the end of the day, really, if someone ever calls you a sellout, just know that they're just a bunch of haters. They're just a bunch of people that they have done this in the past, and now they believe it's their turn to make you feel bad. They make you feel insecure of whatever the hell they want you to do. And also, if someone ever called you a sellout, just ask them this straight up question. Like, so if I'm a fucking sellout, then why in the hell are you putting all of your energy to putting me down when in return you can actually make your lives much better? So stop focusing your energy into me and just start focusing your energy to yourself. Invest to yourself, and you can make your life much better, and you can start pursuing whatever the hell that you're passionate about. And in return, guys, a sellout is someone who doesn't. Actually, I'm sorry. Like I said earlier, a sellout is someone who does things that they don't believe into. And in opposite, if you're someone who are pursuing what you're passionate about and you're doing it and you're happy about it and you're making money out of it, whatever it is, whatever you believe into and you're very happy about it, you're not a damn sellout. I'm just letting you know. So if you want to become a Twitch streamer, you want to become a YouTuber, you want to get into network marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever it is, go for it. You're not a sellout. Just remember that, ladies and gentlemen. The only one who's calling you a sellout is someone they don't believe into. So try not to surround yourself with those type of people. And I just want to go on and give another huge shout out for Chance Pack for this amazing intro and outro that he lets me use on his songs. And you can go ahead and check out this entire episode on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and even in Amazon Music, we just recently got listed. I'm planning to go on more other platforms. You can go ahead and hit us up on our social media platforms like on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm practically more live on Twitter and those two places. And you know what, guys? Other than that, I really appreciate of you guys listening and tuning into this new episode of the Hustle Factory Podcast Show. Other than that, guys, take it easy. Have a nice day. John Lim Dimas, signing out.